Age-restricted content. All right, 450 Will. Here we go. Doing some wheelies, wear some gear. We're going to try to get 5 tips out of this video. Okay, tip number 1, make sure you wear full protective gear, okay? So part of being a smart rider is acquiring and using personal protective equipment and making sure that you don't rip up your hands and then possibly your face off and then accidentally die because you can't breathe anymore. All right, Howard 415, Honda CR or XR 650L. Here we go. Doing another wheelie. Are we going to crash this one too? Let's see. Here we go. Once again, tip number 1 is to wear full gear. Wear full gear so stuff like this can be mitigated. Maybe you're going to have a few. There it is. So you don't have those injuries, okay? Icon makes some good gear. There's a lot of gear out there that's breathable, flexible. I'm really surprised a stunt company hasn't made, or any business hasn't made gear specifically for stunters. The main goal is flexibility with some protection. There goes the left knee. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this right here. We're going through an intersection. Make sure we're in orange stage, prepped and ready. We have to watch out for any dum-dums, especially left turners. That person turning left is a weird spot because they are turning left right into that vehicle. Not very smart. Maybe they're trying to rush through it. I don't know. But when we're coming up to the intersection, we should be rolling off the throttle, covering our brakes, looking for escape paths, planning our ride just a little bit better. But if something like this happens and there's just nothing you can do, like you couldn't brake in time, you couldn't swerve in time, stuff happens. That's life. Wearing full gear. Wear full gear just in case. Okay, it doesn't look like we were wearing gear on the pants, but who knows? They could have been motorcycle pants. MOREIRA, here we go. There's nothing the guy could have done anyways. It sucks. All right, intersections, not a big deal. Kind of move through, move on. All right, whoa! We talk about distracting injuries when it comes to EMS. So when I talk about distracting injuries, a little bit behind the scenes on that one is that if all of it, like you show up to a patient and it's like for a heart attack, right? But then like their leg is all twisted or broken or they're an amputee or whatever it is and it's like distracting you from what's really happening, that is dangerous. So when we see this right here and this person gets a little distracted, okay, you know, they saw that, that's fine, but the distraction lingered past the incident. Like our mindset switched from being in orange stage, like looking for things, ready and focused, like I need to pay attention to this vehicle or I need to pay attention to this hazardous situation, to now white stage where we're like thinking about it, but our bodies are moving in space. So like we disassociated from the situation. And since we did that, we can't see now what's happening in front of us. And what's happening in front of us is this vehicle coming out, and then we just run into them. So we need to stay focused and be prepped and aware of that. If something is distracting you, that's a problem. And by saying that's a problem, I mean you're being distracted, so you're the problem too. Mark, wear gear. Tip number 2, wear gear. Are we on tip number 2? All right, we got to do tip number 2. Okay, we kind of skipped this one on the last video. Tip number 2, don't buy a Ruroc helmet. If we're talking about gear, don't buy a Ruroc helmet. Go ahead and write in the comments why. All right, Wheelie Weasel. Okay, we're just causing, this is like a gear video, but I guess tip number 3, we'll focus on something a little different. Let's move on.
Oh, I didn't hit the rear brake. Oh, man.
All right, here we go. Where's tip number 3? Let's get tip number 3. All right. Oh! Ooh. Tip number 3, make sure you get some rubber duckies. It helps out. It's a Jeep thing, but we're going to take it from them. All right, so lane filtering. We don't have a lot of swerving. Watch out, there's going to might come into our lane. Watch out. Oh, we hit a cone. So tip number 3, get some rubber duckies, but practice in a parking lot. Set them, you know, in a 40 by 60 parking lot using the Smart Rider drills. Set them up. You only need 10 rubber duckies. And you're going to practice your little cone / rubber ducky drills, okay? We have the lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, a bunch of different things you could do, but yeah, if you want to use those rubber duckies, go ahead and do it. There we go, Cop RCR. I think we've seen this one before. He goes, yeah, this is pretty dangerous. I think this is just like a compilation from Moto Madness of all the crazy stuff, knowing full well is going to get age restricted and possibly demonetized. Here we go. Rob Moto video. So tip number 4. I think I skipped 3, but I don't care. Tip number 4, practice on a track, push your skills on the track. And here's why. Look at the runoff. Hey, we're not off the side of the cliff into a guardrail, right? Okay. All right. I think I skipped a tip, but I don't care. We're gonna save the last tip. We're gonna save the best tip for last. Okay, we've seen this one. I think this is just crash galore. YAMAHA Rider. We're moving through here. MT07. Okay, sharp turn to the left. So a little bonus tip. It's not tip 5. Is pay attention to the road signage. Chevrons indicate that it's going to be a sharp turn to the whatever direction they're pointing, and then a little bit of road surface hazards on the ground. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. All right, we're on the shoulder. A little brap, 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 brap. Oh, you got to turn, buddy. Okay, so when it comes to turning, yeah, we're doing that. Okay, so as I have e-bikes. Okay, I love e-bikes. Let me show you. So I love e-bikes. Now, in this kind of road situation, they have these like little e-bike or bicycle roads all over Tucson. And so you can practice your smart rider drills. You can practice being a smart rider itself. And you can play around with this. This is a sharp turn. So going, on an e-bike, you have to slow look, press and roll into the turn and then turn left. So it's a sharp right, sharp left turn. Typically, you see the signage for that on the road. So pay attention to that. Still can slow down, still can make the turn, still can do whatever you need to do. It translates from bicycles to motorcycles to cars. The smart rider drills, I don't know about cars, but the smart rider principles do apply to that. We weren't paying attention there. Slam the brakes. All right, we just saw that. Ooh, he kept it all in. He didn't blur that thing out. All right, so this is probably going to get age restricted. So make sure you guys sign up for the MTC Rider Academy because this video is probably going to get demonetized. All right, so wear full gear. Once again, those are the first 3 tips of the day. So we're going to do some wheelies here. Wearing full gear. Okay, very good. We're not going to have that road rash all over our arms like the people right before us. I think we're just going to play through this video. Moto Stars, you're just doing wheelies and doing... Oh! What was that person doing? What are you doing? No, the white car. What are you doing?
I've been hit by better. It's okay.
What was the car doing? I think they tried to do a U-turn. That was just an overall bad spot for everything. Bad spot for everything. I wonder who's going to have to pay for that. Ooh, going a little too fast. We're going to go off-road now. Ooh, that's a bridge. Ooh. Oh, tip number 5. If we're going to be taking corners, make sure you stay on the road. Yeah, I'm a professional. Yeah, I do this for a living. Yeah, that tip was, stay on the road.